Okay. Just gonna go ahead and listen to the stream for a second. Okay. Just gonna go ahead and listen to the stream for a second. All right, definitely sounds better to me now. You guys let me know. For a second. All right, definitely sounds better to me now. You guys let me know. For a second. All right, cool. We can continue with the game then. Thanks for letting me know.
まったく転んだ拍子に落ちていた刃物でああも大怪我するなんて一体何をしていたのあゆみ
Still can't believe your luck, tripping and falling on, what was it again? A cutting tool? And that's all it took to put you out of commission for 2 months? Wow, thanks for the sympathy, Mom. Jesus Christ. Really? You fell on a sharp object and it put you down for that much? Pussy. What the hell?
井上みたいにまた幽霊がどうのとかオカルトまがいなことをしてるんじゃないでしょうね
Life certainly is fragile. What were you doing anyway? I hope you're not dabbling in that occult business like your sister. Well, I have bad news for you, Mom. Apparently...
ほっといてよ
Ah, yes. Teenage temper tantrums.
もういつものこととはいえ日の絵もどこへ行っているのやら
And
うち
Hino.
の娘たちは親に心配ばかりかけて
Disappearing like always. I swear these girls of mine are giving me gray hairs. This would be a first, Hollow. Essentially, apparently, this is just a really messed up horror game series. And I wanted to play something horror related for, October. And yeah, apparently the first, I guess this is the third and final game of a trilogy. The first two were on handheld devices, like I believe the DS and the 3DS. And they're apparently quite disturbing. I was also considering playing Chernobylite, but that is more it's more creepy than actual like horror to me from what little I've seen of it. So yeah, so this was the one. No, Mom, I'm not into the occult shit. Never mind the weird... Holy shit, lady. Yeah, never mind the clearly ritual dagger on my little desk there. Now, what did we learn? Punching walls bad. Man, I don't think my vocal cords can make that noise. Sis. Excuse me. That same horrible scene played out in my memory once more. I want to know what that noise in the background is. Choke. Sob. Sis. A massive earthquake rippled through the basement of the Shinozaki estate, leaving it teetering on the edge of collapse. Worse still, the whole place was in flames. Hino's mangled form appeared as if shimmering in the firelight, and glinting off of red around the edges of the blades that were rapidly sluicing her flesh. They danced around and through her almost whimsically, prompting unnatural gyrations throughout her body without ever letting her so much as touch the ground. Stop. I mean, she looks pretty stationary. And if she was being jerked around by the blades, I don't think she could be protecting you like that, but hey. I grabbed onto Hino's body in a vain attempt to pull her to safety. Hino used what little strength she had left to push me back.
あゆみちゃん、生きるのよ。お姉ちゃんはいつもあなたの心の中にいますよ。
I'm really hoping it's just for dramatic effect they covered up her head, because I don't know how she talking if that blade just like demolished her head. You need to live, Ayumi. Remember, your sister will be with you always in your heart. I could distinctly hear these words in the back of my head, spoken in a soft, soothing voice, as she was sliced apart. It was short-lived, however, as the ceiling suddenly became webbed with cracks and fissures, and a massive beam fell from above, crushing her upper body entirely. You like making that noise, don't you, lady? With this, I shot to my feet and began running in circles, screaming uncontrollably. I would have run right into the rapidly spreading fire if Naomi hadn't caught me. Yeah, really bad day, apparently, Hollow. Apparently pulled off some type of occult ritual and, like, they started dying off and being tortured. Although I don't know that I've ever met somebody who's, or ever read about somebody whose panic response is run around in circles screaming. Running and screaming, yes. Running around in a circle, that seems, yeah, I mean. My hands and feet were covered in red bruises and cuts from the swarm of blades that my spell had summoned. Naomi was bleeding as well, but nowhere near as badly. No, class rep, we have to go. Let me go, let me go. God damn, this bitch needs to tone down the screaming.
失われたみんなの存在を取り戻すため、篠崎幸子と天神症の呪い、その根源を追う私と中島さんの前に。
Nakashima and I wanted more than anything to bring our friends back, so we'd gone after the root of the curse behind Sachiko, Shinozaki, and Heavenly Host Elementary. Yeah, seriously, that is a messed up fight or flight response. It's doing neither of those things. We're not running away, nor are we trying to fight anything. We're just running in a circle.
取り壊され、この世に存在しないはずの篠崎義恵と幸子の成果が現れた。
I mean, I imagine it was probably entertaining for the demons. We sought and found another place that shouldn't exist. The estate of Yoshi and Sachiko Shinozaki. It was supposedly torn down long ago, but there it stood. I think that's actually pronounced Yoshie, but I don't know.
その地下にあった古代の本、ブックオブシャドウズで黒魔術を試した私は。
In its basement, we found an old book of spells known as the Book of Shadows. Convinced I could undo the horrors I'd seen, I decided to try a little black magic of my own. Okay, so apparently this kid ain't never seen horror movies or anything. That is a bad idea. You don't use black magic on black magic. That just makes everything worse.
夢かうつつかもわからない。恐ろしい事態に襲われて、瀕死の重傷を負ってしまったのだ。
Who'da thunk, lady? This inevitably led to the worst nightmare of them all. I was attacked from all sides, uncertain what was real and what was not. The wounds I endured should have been fatal.
どうしてあの場所が分かったのかは知れないけれど、飛び込んできたお姉ちゃんが私をかばって。
I don't know how she knew where I was, but just as things seemed bleakest, Sis came rushing in to my rescue.
結局私は何もできず、ただ犠牲を増やしただけだった。
In the end, I'd only made things worse. All I did was add one more sacrifice to the pile, burn the witch. Oh.
死んじゃえばよかったのに。私なんかみんな私の犠牲者じゃない。
I should have died. It should have been me. I'm responsible for everyone's death. God damn, lady. Wow, okay. It should have been me. Me. Okay, from this angle, I can't tell if she's stabbing her hand or her stomach. Either way. Yikes.
いいぞ、死ね。
Go ahead then. Die. Wow. Who's this asshole?
なんだよ、やめるなよ。そのまま死ねよ。
Come on, don't stop. Just die already. Is this Satan? I know, right, Hollow? With one shoe on my desk and sporting a rare open-mouthed version of a shit-eating grin, a boy wearing a black parka, that does not look like a parka to me, was just somehow there in my room without explanation. Who?
死んでくやつが俺の名前なんて興味ねえだろ。嘘ばっかだな、お前の反応。
If you're about to die, why do you care who I am? Clearly, you're not serious about this at all. I mean, he kind of got a point. I mean, he's being a dick about it. But then again, I think this might be Satan. Oh, just don't do it with the ritual dagger, lady.
それが嘘だろって言ってんだよ。
Like I said, you're not serious. You're just deluding yourself.
本心はどこだ、クソ女。殺したいんじゃなくて助けたいんだろ。苦しんでるてめえをよ。
Where's your mind at, bitch? Aren't you just looking to save yourself? Spare yourself from all this suffering? God damn.
八つ当たりしてねえで動け、甘ったれ。
So stop lashing out and do something about it, you fucktard. Okay, then.
誰も助けちゃくれねえぞ。
Ain't nobody else gonna come to your rescue.
誰よ。何なのよ。何しに来たのよ。
Who the hell are you? What do you want? Why have you come here?
誰
The
でも
fuck
ね
with
え
you?
さ。
I'm nobody.
嘘ついたまま本当に終わっちまっちゃ。つまんねえぞ。
And this is gonna be real boring if it ends with you lying to yourself. I'm sorry, did you just give her a pack of gum? He did. Without a word, he motioned for me to put my hand out and unceremoniously plopped a piece of 10 yen gum into it. The boy smiled with a cold yet oddly kind expression, then finally took his leave by jumping out the window. All I could do was stand there and sob. You're good at that.
確か篠崎の家はこっちだったよな。
Shinazaki's house should be around here somewhere, I think. Oh, there's Demon Boy.
変わった格好のやつだな。
Hell of a fashion sense that kid's got. Yeah, well,
全人称も崩壊し消え去った今、罪滅ぼしに私に何ができるのだろう。
now that Heavenly Host Elementary is gone, what do I do? How do I repent my sins? How much you guys want to bet she's gonna do another occult ritual and put a whole new group of people through hell? Bow. Nice work, everyone, for just standing up and bowing. All right.
サトシ、
What's up?
お前今日弁当だよな。屋上で食おうぜ。
You brought lunch today, right? Let's eat on the roof.
ああ、そうだな。今日は天気も良さそうだし、行くか。
Oh, sure. Seems like a nice day for that. Let's go.
おお、すごい空だな。雲が全然ない。
Wow, the sky is clear as can be, not a single cloud.
秋晴れだな。
Love that autumn sun. That does not seem like a high
こ
enough
の辺で
fence.
食べよ
How about here?
う。しかしなんか妙に軽いな弁当箱。
Gotta say though, my lunchbox sure feels light.
よしき、今日はなんだ？
What do you bring today, Yoshiki?
時間あったから揚げ物にした。
I had some time, so I fried up a little something. See?
相
Self-sufficient.
変わらず何でも作れるなお前は。俺んちは昨日の残り物とかだよ。多分。
Man, your kitchen skills are really impressive. I'm guessing I've just got last night's leftovers. Hey, dog is happy. Welcome. Also, thanks for the sub. Yeah, it's been a little while. I've been trying to figure out a schedule, a streaming schedule that'll actually work with all the work and other stuff I'm doing. So, yeah, still experimenting.
いいじゃねえかよ。この幸せもんが。
Sounds like first world problems, if you ask me. Hey, Kieran, welcome. Yeah, it's actually been a couple weeks since I've been able to stream. I've had a few scheduling conflicts that make it kind of hard to. Also, hi, Stahor. That have been making it hard to do this stream consistently the last couple of weeks. I'm trying to figure out a better schedule that'll work. Currently, I don't know if I can go back to like daily 3-hour streams because of my everything else going on. Hey, dog is happy. If I knew how to do a founder's badge, I would. I have no idea. We started this actually about 40 minutes ago. First 20 minutes were actually there was really bad audio that Hollow brought to my attention that was all Twitch's fault that I had to fix. My tooth is doing quite a bit better. The whole thing has been resolved. I have no more mouth or tooth pain. So yeah. Thanks for asking, though. Sounds like first world problems, if you ask me. That's probably why dog is happy. I am not partnered. I am nowhere close to being partnered.
そうなのか？
You think so? Yeah, Oh, nice. Glad you got the day off, Kieran. Yeah, like, I believe the main thing, I've got everything I need to be partnered except for one requirement. Dog is happy, and that is an average of 75 viewers per stream. I don't average anywhere near that. Never have. Been doing it for a couple years, but yeah, I rarely break 10. So yeah, it's gonna be a while before any partnering happens. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if I could do that. If I was gonna start playing like a survival game to like kind of shoot the shit and, you know, craft stuff, it would probably be Conan. Which old streaming time, Kieran? The morning one, or because I did used to stream at 6 p.m. my time. Well, that is one thing I am actually considering, not a subathon, mind you. One of the only days I have completely free with my stream schedule. And I actually wanted to throw out some ideas since I got you guys here. I could probably go back to doing daily streams, but they would not be 3 hours long. If I were to do this daily, I'd probably only be able to give about an hour a day. Pretty much any time during the day, but it'd only be about an hour. Or, since Sundays are my main free day, I could do, like, Sundays are a day I have off from work. My significant other doesn't have the day off. And it's not one of my recording days or anything for YouTube. So I was thinking another option would be basically a mega stream on Sundays, but that would be the only stream of the week. So, yeah, you guys let me know if you guys have any opinion one way or another. And I do apologize about Control, Stahor. I've been wanting to get back to that game, but shit keeps coming up every time I say it. I get the feeling that if I say right now, yeah, we'll do Control next time, some shit's gonna go down and I won't be able to again. Okay. I appreciate the feedback from both of you on those. I've also had people friends of mine trying to talk me into potentially trying a different streaming platform. I don't know if I will, mind you, because the other options, I don't know. YouTube concerns me because I don't know about throwing all my eggs in one basket. I find Facebook streaming, it's probably just fine, but there are very few companies in this world I find as abhorrent as Facebook. Just had to say. And let's see. I don't know much about the Mixer one at all. And I looked into the, what is it, DLive, and that one's kinda... Yeah. That one's kinda shady. Ah. That is a good point, Stahor. Oh no, I agree, Kieran. It'd be really hard to sync with New Zealand time. Unless I lived in New Zealand, which would be amazing by all accounts, but I don't. Based on everything I've heard, I'd love to live there, but eh. So yeah, it does look like it does definitely depend on the game. Yeah, dog is happy. And that is one thing we could do with like that mega stream too, is if we don't have a game that we want to play for like a big ass stream and we wanted to instead play a bunch of shorter games, we could just, you know, we could switch games during the stream and then I can just split them up for the VODs. That is an option too. Also, real quick, let me put something into... Let's see here. All right, where is it? Here we go. So this is the second channel I created, just for those of you who are unaware, where I've been posting all of the VODs from Twitch after the 24-hour period that Twitch forced me to agree to become an associate, I think is what they call it. I don't know. In the for as long as I'm streaming on Twitch, all the VODs are going to go to that channel. And that channel also, if I do end up jumping to a different streaming platform, I'll still make sure the VODs go there. Main reason I started that channel is, one, long ass streams, like 3-hour videos, are basically murder for a YouTube channel, unless it's a YouTube live stream. And on top of that, Twitch, I think, as I'm sure you're all aware, yes, I'm sure you're all aware, Twitch actually deletes your VODs after anywhere from 2 weeks to a month, I think, depending on your partnership status with them. So yeah. So there you guys go if you want to check that out. I'll also make a YouTube video later letting people know about that. Okay, so yeah, I think we'll I'll think on it. Thanks for the tips and the feedback. We'll look in, I'll make a decision and let you guys know if I'll do the 1 hour streams a day, or just like a 6+ hour, 5+ hour, however many plus hour Sunday stream every week. Yeah. All right. And yeah, if you guys do have any tips, recommendations, or preferences, like me staying on Twitch for streaming or going to another platform, feel free to share them in the chat. I am open to recommendations at this point. Because while I do love streaming, I have been streaming for a couple years now, and it's not... Yeah, so like I said, I've been doing this for a couple years, and hasn't really been a change between, views and stuff compared to like 3 months in to over 2 years in. So I'm also trying to figure out what if I've been doing something wrong, or just see what you guys want. So yeah. Oh yeah. That one did take a bit of a toll, Dog is Happy. I'm not gonna lie. But that one, I had a lot of things working against me. Like, I hadn't slept very much the night before that 9-hour stream. So I wasn't prepared for it to go 9 hours. And there were moments, again, not gonna lie, during that 9-hour stream when they just kept continuing the ending, that I was actually starting to nod off until the game's audio snapped me back. At one point, I was actually worried that I'd fallen asleep and you guys could hear me snoring. But yeah, if I did do those long ass streams, it would be like once a week. That'd be about all my voice could probably handle. And lunchboxes. And all you have in your box is paper, dude. For bread or something. Nice. Mom.
あら、こんなところでご飯なの？今日は晴れてるし、一層美味しく食べられそうね。
I feel like the dude on the ground needs to take a page from his friend's book there and go make himself like a bloody sandwich, or like Come on, you guys can make your own damn food. You're not toddlers here. Come on now, lunch all the way up here. It's a fine day today, so I bet your food will be all the more delicious. He did comment that it felt really light.
確か、庭クオン先生。
Miss Kuon Niwa? That's your teacher? Apparently teachers in Japan are just young as hell. Good lord. I think. Yeah. Oh, a TA. Okay. She don't look 24, but all right, it's anime. This was our class's TA, Miss Kuon Niwa, age 24. And it is pretty rough, Kieran. 9 hours of talking. From what I understand, it gets easier. You know, if you are a person that is like streaming 8 hours a day, every day, like a lot of the top streamers are. But I can't do that because, you know, I have a full-time job and YouTube and family. It's like, well, the only thing I could really sacrifice is family time, which I don't have a lot of anyway, or sleep, which I don't sleep a full night as it stands, so. But yeah, I imagine your voice gets used to it if you do it 8 hours a day, every day. Anyway, yeah, sorry, Kieran. Game is apparently a Japanese visual novel slash, like, the trailer showed like what looked like some adventure moments where you're walking around avoiding traps and shit and avoiding demons and stuff. So apparently it's a deceptively cheerful looking anime themed game. And some occult shit goes down, and like, yeah, there's demons, there's ghosts, there's, you know, sacrifices, and yeah, it's deceptively cheerful looking and then gets really, really fucking dark. As we've already seen with one of our characters stabbing herself with a pair of scissors repeatedly. But yeah, it's the third game in a series, but based on the reviews I read of this one, this is the first one to come to PC, and it's the final one in the series. The first two were on the DS and the 3DS respectively. It stands on its own. This chapter 0 basically is giving us all of the backstory. Not every piece, mind you, but the important bits. She's the kind of teacher who becomes a teacher in order to meet single men. Oh, good God. Pretty sure that's illegal, but okay. She was an English teacher with white hair, blue eyes, and a soft, delicate voice.
クラスメートの話によると、俺たちが天神小学校から戻ったあの日から。
We asked our classmates about her the day we returned from Heavenly Host Elementary. I didn't even know there was an RPG Maker part of the game. Yeah, exactly, Kieran.
ちょうど半年前にこの学校に赴任してきた先生らしいが、俺たちにその記憶はない。
They said she was a teacher who'd come to our school half a year ago, but the 5 of us had no memory of that. Oh, that's some shady shit right there.
俺たちのいた世界では、ユイ先生という別の先生がその立ち位置だったんだ。
In our world, the one we came from, we had Miss Yui instead, filling the exact same role. Oh, so we jumped into another reality. Oh. Okay.
だからこのクオン先生には悪いけど、天神小学校から生還した俺たちはみんなこの事実に違和感を感じていた。
So we meant no offense to Miss Kuon, but her presence here, this reality, just felt inherently wrong to those of us who survived the Heavenly Host incident. What's that? Ah, the RPG Maker game you mentioned. Oh, good lord, the screenshots got messed up fast. Is that a room full of heads?
Satoshi君、ご飯がないの？
Do you not have any lunch, Satoshi?
何が食べたい？
What is it you'd most like to eat?
きな食べ物は？
What's your favorite food? Lady, why are you asking like you some kind of replicator?
カツ丼？
Pork cutlet on rice, I guess. Okay. The hell?
なんだろう。
Is she just gonna go get it? What's she up to?
からかわれたんだよ。
She's probably just messing with you. I guess I'll go buy some bread at the cafeteria or something. Okay, but you should probably hurry it up. I mean, lunch has already started, so I doubt they have a whole lot left at this point. Oh, crap, you're right. Okay, wait right here. I'll be back. Hold the run button while moving to sprint. Sprinting gradually drains your stamina, and if you run out completely, you won't be able to move again for a short time. Your stamina will recover whenever you're not sprinting. However, so be sure to slow down every now and again. Oh, shit. I didn't make it. You look like you just stopped at the door.
仕方ねえな。俺のエビフライ一本やるよ。うれ。
Told you they'd run out. Here, you can have one of my fried shrimp. Open up. Never fall for this. My eyes shone upon meeting those of the magnificent golden fried shrimp.
本当か？悪いな。
He's fucking with you, man. Really? Thank you so much. Mm-hmm. The hell? Swear to God if you're gonna give me a pork cutlet on rice.
持田聡様ですね。
You must be Mr. Satoshi Mochida.
俺？
Me?
はい。
I am? But, the hell, man?
お食事をお持ちいたしました。
I've come to deliver your lunch. That lady straight up in the mob or something? Yep. The man in black handed over a lacquer box containing pork cutlet on rice with egg, picture perfect in every way. It was my favorite meal down to the last detail. Yoshiki, utterly dumbfounded, loosened his grip on the fried shrimp he was holding. It plummeted to the ground, defeated by this new contender. At least let the dude climb back into the helicopter before you take off. Goddamn.
なんだ？先生。
Who? What is Miss Kuon? That would be the question. Also, what the hell? Apparently, my streaming software also decided to record at the same time on its own. I don't trust this lady right off the bat.
委員長。
Hey, psycho. Gonna blow out my eardrums with some more screaming? Class rep. The classroom glowed with the golden hue of twilight, but my gaze was fixed to the floor. It must have been obvious to Nakashima that I had a lot on my mind.
大丈夫？委員長。
Are you okay? She asked this as she sat down at the desk in front of me, facing backward. She was trying to comfort me. Also, I did not realize there was an anime for Corpse Party Dog is Happy. Huh. But she had dark circles around her eyes, too. She and I must have looked very similar to one another from an outside perspective. My left hand was still wrapped in bandages, so she was stabbing her hand. It throbbed incessantly, reminding me of the previous night's events. I ignored it as best I could and forced an empty smile.
ごめんね。
I'm sorry.
もうこれ以上
I won't
迷惑
cause any more trouble. I sincerely doubt that.
迷惑ってどういうこと？
Trouble? What do you mean? Well, I won't try to use black magic to fix the problem again and get more people killed is, you know, kind of it. I couldn't bring myself to answer that. I just flashed another smile. A confusing one that must have looked very strange to her, and left the classroom.
委員長。
Class rep.
今出て行ったの篠崎か？
Did I just see Shinozaki leaving?
ナオミ、どうしたんだ？
What's wrong, Naomi?
委員長、なんだか思い詰めてるみたい。私たちでフォローしてあげた方がいいかも。
Our class rep seems to be taking everything really hard. We should try to support her a little more. Okay. You guys have been through multiple life or death situations together. I think you can use her name. Just saying.
お前もだよ、ナオミ。無理していないか？
She's not the only one, Naomi. Or Naomi. You've been pretty hard on yourself too, don't you think?
大丈夫。辛いのは私だけじゃないし、私一人甘えてられないもの。
I'm fine. I mean, I'm not the only one suffering here. We've all got to be strong for one another.
委員長、変な気起こさなきゃいいけど。
I just hope she doesn't do anything drastic. Oh, she's already started. As I walked, I thought back to my time in the hospital. I was lying in bed, arms and legs virtually mummified in bandages, when a woman with flowers came in to see me.
はじめまして。あら、そっくりですね。お姉ちゃんと。
That almost looks like the lady in front of the school. You know, minus the glasses. Hello, you don't know me, but oh my, you really do just look like your sister. Imagine that, I look like my sibling. Who are you?
私は山村未来。
My name is Mirai
あ
Yamamura.
なたのお姉ちゃん、日の絵とともに、ウィッカインスティテュートという精霊崇拝組合に所属しているものです。
Your sister and I are both part of the Wicca Institute, an association dedicated to the worship of spirits. Get the fuck out. Magic has done nothing good for me. Get the hell up out of here.
お姉ちゃん。
So you know, sis.
はい。これはお見舞いです。
I do, that's why I've come to see you. As she said this, she placed a bouquet of flowers on the small table by the bed and looked around the room with a curious expression on her
ご
face.
両親は今いらっしゃらない？
Are your parents not here at the moment? That question makes me uncomfortable considering I'm laying in bed all bandaged up and we alone.
お買い物に行っています。
They're out shopping.
そう。お父さんもお母さんもまだ知らないのですよね。日の絵の死を。
I see, so neither your father nor your mother know then about Hino's death.
彼女が命を落としたあの日、
The day she lost her life.
あなたを追って旧篠崎家跡地へ向かう前に
Before she went after you to the old Shinozaki estate.
最後の連絡をくれていました。
The last person she contacted was me.
姉ちゃんが。
Sis contacted you? Hey man, don't trust this lady.
きっと自分の運命を理解して、そして受け入れていたのね。精霊は人の死期を教えてくれるの。
She probably understood her fate and accepted it. The spirits can reveal a person's time of death if you let them.
その分、できる精一杯の行動と覚悟が持てる。彼女は立派だったわ。
But she was prepared to take action regardless. She didn't care what the consequences might be. She really was an amazing person. Take your word for it. Tears began to pour from my eyes and I could do nothing to stop them. I'd been sitting up in bed but unconsciously started to curl into a fetal position as best as I could with the bandages. Yamamura put her hand on my back to comfort
あ
me.
ゆみちゃん、
Please don't touch me, stranger.
日の絵の意志を伝えるわ。
Ayumi, I've come here to bestow Hino's last wish to you. Huh?
黒の本、ブック・オブ・シャドウズを取り戻しなさい。代々篠崎家が守り続けてきた門外不出の禁忌の書よ。
Retrieve the grimoire, the book of shadows that caused all these problems. The forbidden book that's been passed down through the Shinozaki family for generations. You could just fuck right off, Yamamura. I'm pretty sure my sister didn't say that. I'm pretty sure you want the book for yourself. So again, fuck right on out the door.
あの本が心ない者の手に渡れば、この世は混乱の淵に落とされてしまう。
If that book should ever fall into the wrong hands, the world would most assuredly be plunged into utter chaos.
私たち WI は精霊と心を通わせる自然の意志にただ沿おうとする白魔女の組合。
See, we of the WI are an association of white witches who commune with spirits and abide by the will of nature. I don't believe you.
ご両親の反対を押し切って篠崎家から飛び出した日の絵は今さら関わるのをためらっていたのだけれど、
Hino was initially hesitant to involve herself with anything related to the Shinozaki bloodline, having defied her parents and rejected her lineage.
近年その存在を感じるようになってずっと気にしていたの。
But in recent years, she'd been sensing the presence of the book and growing more and more intrigued.
私とウィッカの仲間で調
Was
べた
everything
けど
her fault?
篠崎義恵と幸子の屋敷跡地にはなかったわ。
The other Wiccans and I looked for it, of course, but we found no hint of it at the site of Yoshie and Sachiko Shinozaki's estate.
更地だったはずのあの場所に焼け焦げた家の梁や瓦礫が現れていて驚いたけれど、
We were surprised to find burned beams and other debris of the old house on what we expected to be nothing more than a vacant lot. That was all we found.
けれどあの場所からは消えても感じるの。存在はまだ残っている。この世のどこかに。
Yet even though it wasn't there, I can still sense it. Its presence remains. Somewhere in this world. Yeah. All I know is Hino's her sister. And the Shinozaki estate, I'm just assuming her grandparents or parents. I don't know. Regardless, I don't trust this lady. She looked directly into my eyes in a creepy
こ
fashion.
の町にあなたや篠崎義恵と同じ篠崎家の血筋の方が住んでいたのは知っているかしら。
Did you know that someone was living in this city who shares her bloodline with you and Yoshie? Yamamura pulled a notepad from her pocket and carefully wrote a name and address on the top sheet. She then tore the page and handed it to me. Makina. I knew that name. It was on the family tree.
牧野
Oh, all the way over there.
覚えている名前だわ。義恵の家の地下室にあった篠崎の家系図。義恵の上に並んでいた彼女の母の妹、おばにあたる人。
Yeah, in the Shinozaki estate's basement, Yoshie's grandmother had 3 daughters, and the second was Makina. So Yoshie's mother's younger sister, Yoshie's aunt. Also, 1 second, I'm gonna mute my mic for a minute. I'm getting a phone call I have to take, so 1 second. Sorry about this. Sorry about that, guys. It was a call from my fiance who's at a convention several hours away. And, you know, wanted to make sure nothing was going on. Like, car broke down or anything else. No, it's actually an anime convention. So yeah.
そのマキナさんの家に行けば、何か黒の本を取り戻すための手がかりが残されているかもしれない。
Machina's house is deserted now. If you were to go there, you might find some clue that would help lead to the Book of Shadows. Or you could do it if you want it so bad. The hell you getting me involved for?
私たちは霊に対する感受性が強すぎて、部屋に入ることもできなかったわ。
We tried, but we were too strongly connected to the spirit world. We just couldn't enter the room.
何が起こるかわからないけれど、日の絵の意志を継ぐ強さがあるのなら、頑張ってみなさい。
Yeah, it's a fun convention I usually go with her, but I've gotten kind of fed up with the management of the place. Basically, in previous years, this particular anime convention, let's see, it's been going on for I think about 10 years. I've not been for 10 years. I only started going like, I went a couple times last year and the year before. And every year it gets exponentially larger. And the first time I went, it was already, the building was already at capacity. But the management people who do that convention refuse to go to another venue. Even though I'm pretty sure they're even going past like fire code for that that little mini convention center they do this at. And since I have issues being in close proximity to large groups of people, don't get anxiety or anything. It just kind of makes me very irritable. Because I do like my personal space, and with this convention, the second you enter the building, you might as well give up all personal space. So, yeah, I can't really do that anymore. Unless they switch to a bigger venue. Because, yeah, I went to an anime convention last year with my fiance in Vegas that had a much larger attendance than the one we go to near, like, that's a few hours from here. But they had an appropriate sized venue, so I never felt like people were constantly all up on me. And on top of that, I don't know if you guys have been to anime conventions or video game conventions or stuff like that, but not everybody's hygiene is the best at a convention. So being crammed in, yeah. Yeah. I have seen pictures of the original Comic-Con in Tokyo. It looks like hell to me. Honestly, it's a stereotype for a reason. Doc is happy in my experience. Oh. And I know the vast majority of people at these conventions do have decent personal hygiene. But when you're crammed in that close together, one person out of 100 who doesn't wear deodorant or bathe regularly is enough. Like, is enough to just ruin that shit. Make you feel like, I've already told my fiance this. I feel like I need to go to, like, if I ever do like a cosplay thing at an anime or video game convention, I'm tempted to do it and either wear a fucking gas mask cosplay or a plague doctor and just fill the whole nose piece with like potpourri or some shit. though. Yeah. But yeah, honestly, yeah, it's a pretty authentic experience if that's the case, Stahor. And ugh. Honestly, I would love to go to Tokyo, but so many parts of Tokyo that I see, like all the stuff that I'm interested in. Oh, it looks like my personal hell, man. Like, I'm still gonna go one day, but it looks like my personal hell. Although, to be fair, it's my second choice in Japan. My first choice in Japan is I want to go to Kyoto. I don't know what exactly you might find there. But if you have the strength to fulfill Hino's last request, I'd like to ask you to try. For your own good. That's what you want. And with that, Yamamura simply turned and left the hospital room.
お姉ちゃんの意志。
Sis's last request. Okay. Honestly, I have no clue what that is. Let's see. Good lord, Stahor. Although, to give it credit, it looks organized. Ah, is that what that is, Stahor? I see Dog is happy. Yeah, I don't think my fiance would approve in the slightest. She might have some issues. To be fair, I have some issues with that. Also, I know age is kind of a weird thing in anime themed stuff, but this lady looks way too young to be wearing that shit. On the other side of the door, a peculiar girl stood in wait. As soon as Yamamura had covered enough distance to put me out of earshot, the two of them spoke.
ご苦労様。
Nice work. I fucking knew it. You can't trust either of them?
これでいいのね。
Is that good enough? Can I go now?
お前らが息をしているだけでこっちは虫唾が走るんだ。殺さないでやるから、さっさと消え失せろ。
Just you people breathing makes my skin crawl. But I won't kill you, so yeah, that's good enough. Now get out of my face. Yeah, see, I fucking knew we couldn't trust that lady. That is an interesting... that is an interesting little loophole. Jesus Christ. Yamamura ran away as quickly as she could without drawing attention to herself. That sounds like on the same level as that whole joke in the US that I don't know how accurate it is, but the whole thing of like, you know, prostitution's illegal, but if we film it, it turns into porn, which is legal. Yeah, the lolly thing kind of creeps me out as well, Kieran. Always has. Annoying and creepy. It's like, what the hell? As if in response, the intimidating girl in the peculiar outfit spat on the hospital wall.
たく、世の中アホばっかり。
Man, hard to find anyone these days who's not a dumbass. I mean, I can't argue with that sentiment, lady. I don't think anybody who's ever worked in like retail or customer service would be able to argue with that phrase. As she mumbled these words, she sneaked a sidelong glance at me in my room. I was completely oblivious.
篠崎日野へ。簡単に死にやがって。くっそ使えない。
Huh. Yeah, that would be cool. I mean, I don't know much about the, you know, old school geishas, but I thought I read somewhere that even they didn't like sex wasn't a huge part of their, like some of them did, obviously, back in the day, but a lot of the time it was conversation, music, you know, like you said, like companionship, you know, but wasn't really like they weren't all there. They weren't basically all prostitutes or anything back in the day. But again, this is all like I've not done. I don't know a whole lot about it. You know, died way too easily. Worthless piece of shit. It was time to meet my fate. I had no trouble locating Machina's residence. I don't know what I was expecting, but I found was just an ordinary apartment building. Is it really? Dog is happy. Huh. I couldn't involve Mochida and the others in this. They'd been through enough already. I get the feeling you're about to make it worse for them, though. Besides, this was a family matter. My bloodline was responsible for this whole mess, so it was only right that I be the one to make amends, alone.
ここね。下連雀南団地。
This is the place, all right. Shimorenjaku South Apartments.
ずいぶんボロボロ。
Looks pretty run down.
これは何かの事情で取り壊されないまま放置されているのね。管理されているのかしら。
I'd expect apartments in this condition to get torn down rather than just left to rot. Does anyone even manage this building? That is a pretty common thing in Japan, though, isn't it? A lot of these buildings are not designed to last for very long. So a lot of times when a house comes under new ownership, it gets torn down because really all you really want is the land. But yeah, this looks like the ghetto. Whenever you see a candle on the map, you can examine it to restore your HP and save your game. Uh-oh. My advice right now, lady, you pick up that candle and you light this bitch on fire. Burn it the fuck down. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I've spent way too much time in 40k games and lore. Because my first reaction, like these days, to like haunted houses and like demonic shit is like, burn it the fuck down. Yeah, there's nothing over here. I should check the mailboxes first and see if any of them say Shinozaki so I know where I'm going. Oh, alright. I mean, I tried. In addition to most of the name tags being missing from the mailboxes, the ones that remain are encrusted with dirt and decay and are only barely legible. Some, in fact, are just plain rotted out entirely, or the slots for them are rusted over. They look like props from a horror movie.
ここにはマキナ
Imagine that.
はないか。
No Machina here, I think.
別の塔を見てみよう。
I should check one of the other stairwells. You probably shouldn't. But
ここにはマキナ
yeah, I get it. But yeah, like every time I play a horror game or watch a horror movie, read a horror novel, whatever, it's like, if we escape this, like legitimately, I honestly feel like if I was in a horror thing and survived, not very likely, mind you, I would be one of those dudes who would die very quickly. I would imagine. No, maybe not. I'm one of those people like in the horror things, like I heard a noise out there. Let's go check it out. Fuck you, you go check it out. And once people start dying, it's like, okay, arm yourselves with whatever you can find, and we're gonna barricade ourselves in this room.
これってやっぱり不法侵入だよね。
Really? You're worried about trespassing? But yeah, I always feel like if you survive like a haunted house, or a serial killer house, or like that Saw thing or whatever, you take your ass back there. If you made it out, like, the first thing you should do is walk your ass or drive your ass to the nearest gas station, fill one of those like jugs with gasoline, come back and burn the bitch down. Even if it doesn't exorcise the demons, even if it doesn't murder the demons, even if it doesn't wipe out the serial killer, it'll make me feel better. And there is the off chance that the serial killer got caught in there and was burned alive. There is a chance that it purified the demon.
気が引けるのと不安で落ち着かないや。
I hate feeling so conspicuous. It puts me completely on edge.
急に扉が開いて、こらって怒鳴られたらびっくりして死んじゃうかも。
If a door should suddenly open and somebody yells at me for being here, I think I'll probably just drop dead on the spot. It's an apartment building, lady. I imagine people in the apartment get guests. Well, maybe not this one, but still. Is someone coming? Probably. Oh, I agree with you, Kieran. It does annoy the shit out of me too when in a horror movie they knock the bad dude down and then run away. It's like, nah, curb stomp him. Exactly. Okay, I need to be prepared to run. When a person gets truly startled, she's unable to move due to the combination of fear and, well, being put on the spot. It's like she's been planted to the ground. What kind of bullshit is that? It may be human nature, but I hated not being in control of my actions. Nonetheless, there I was, a sitting duck, just waiting for someone to come down the stairs. Except no one did. The seconds ticked on, but I was pretty definitively the only one here. Like, yeah, seriously, if you put the bad guy down in a horror movie and you don't feel comfortable murdering the murderer, break his legs or something. Break his legs, knock him the fuck out, and then tie him up and call the cops. I don't know. But don't just leave him there. And if it's like a, Friday the 13th situation where there's like some weird supernatural shit going on that even bullets don't put him down, you put him down, especially if you hit him with the car. Don't run him over and then just keep driving. Run him over and stop with one of the tires, preferably the front tire that's heaviest, right on the motherfucker. And then just leave the car there. Yes, this is for entertainment purposes only and should not be taken as legal advice. Yes, disclaimer. Could have sworn I heard footsteps. Lady, you're gonna see far worse than that soon. I don't know why the hell you letting that make you jump. The mailbox was stuffed with vast quantities of tissue paper. The bottom layer of this stack had turned an unpleasant shade of brown. It may have just been from years of settling debris. But if that were the case, it shouldn't have been that dark. What's in there? Oh, we about to find like an organ or something? I slowly unwrapped the tissue, morbidly curious as to what I might find inside. This is not hygienic at all. It was only then that I noticed the inside of the mailbox itself, which was stained a deep crimson. It looked a whole lot like blood. There's a bird. I'd unwrapped enough by then to see what was inside the tissue paper, too. It was the skeletal remains of a bird. I mean, it sucks for the bird, but lady, you stuck your hand in there. Like, man, I'm getting flashbacks to Junpei. On the rusted panel of the mailbox from which I discovered this gruesome find was a name scribbled in permanent marker. Shinozaki. Yeah, nope, fuck you. I'm gonna go look around a bit. I can't go look around. Yeah, stuff like that bugs the shit out of me in movies as well, Kieran. Your first brush with death was a bee crawling out of a dead bird's neck. Ah. Imagine finding a horse's head in your mailbox. That'd be a hell of a trick. And I feel like you made the right choice, Kieran. Anything else over here? No. All right, well, let's do the incredibly stupid thing and go into the clearly evil building. Yes. I saw you fuckers in the windows. Shut the hell up, bitch. I'm gonna bash your skull in. What the hell? What's going on? Is someone there? I must be hearing things. Okay. Where's my flashlight? Persistent use of your flashlight will eventually kill its battery. If this happens, you'll need to find a new battery and use it, or you'll be left in the dark. Shinozaki. Man, you got to the 4th floor really damn fast. I should have gone to the bathroom before coming here. Oh, did you just wet yourself? Okay, thank you. Guess I'll just have to hold it. Damn straight, dog is happy. Call 911 and run, or whatever the Japanese equivalent is. Door is shut tight. Should we knock? Your character shot to the head. Must be the wind. You know what? Let's warn the demons we coming. Hello? Creepy undead fuckers. There's a doorbell on the wall nearby. Pressing it only produces clicks. Gets better. You return home and your mailbox is several times bigger than before to fit the head. That, I feel, would be actually pretty funny. Guess there's no power. So leave. Alright. I took a deep breath, mentally prepared myself for what I was about to attempt, and grabbed the steel doorknob. My phone. God, don't scare me like that. Well, who would be calling me at this hour? Unknown number? Lord. Is that bitch from The Ring? Hi. Silver lining new mailbox, yes. Uh-huh. Oh, Jesus. The number disappeared from the screen as if the call had never been placed. What? Is my phone on the fritz or something? God, you know, this lady has been through enough supernatural shit that she should kind of be able to recognize it by now, I would imagine. Nope. Fuck all y'all. Mm-mm. I can't turn back now. The fuck you can? Fine. All right, let's go. Let's go die. It's open.
すみません。
Another save point.
怒りっぽい。
It's so dusty.
人が住まなくなってから。
How many years has it been since someone actually lived here? Yeah, pretty much, Stahor. That bitch from the ring, man. Is anyone home?
靴脱いだ方がいいかな。
Should I take off my shoes? Fuck no! You keep them on and be prepared to run. What the hell kind of... Does it look like someone here really cares about the mess that your shoes might bring in? Like, honestly. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh. The fuck is this girl's problem? That was totally a voice saying welcome home.
そうだ。
That's right.
篠崎義恵の家に行った時の教訓を生かさなくちゃ。
I need to learn from my mistakes at Yoshie Shinazaki's house. Did you take your shoes off then too? Did you follow the creepy ass voices? I am curious. See, this is when you reply to the demon voices. Oh, hi. Just so you know, there's a candle out here. This place looks very, very fucking flammable. You know, you fuck around. Yes, you might kill me, but then you'll be haunting just a pile of ashes.
今回はちゃんと用意したんだから。
Oh, really? How'd you come prepared?
お姉ちゃんが研究のために使ってたボイスレコーダー。
With the voice recorder Sis used for her research. Oh, really? Does the voice recorder magically kill spirits and demons?
2008年11月10日午後
November 10th, 2008, 7:48.
篠崎真希菜の家捜索開始。
Beginning investigation of Makina Shinazaki's apartment. You know, that might be something fun to do on one of these streams. I just realized that I am going off on all this, on this chick's like dumbass horror movie approaches. One thing that might be fun to do this month is I got an email about, both an email and read an article about the fact that Twitch lets you do viewing parties on Twitch using Amazon Prime Video. I feel like we need to do this. Watch horror movies from Amazon Prime and give it the whole Mystery Science Theater treatment. Or just bitch about how stupid the characters are. Just saying. Also, I'm not sure how this voice recorder is actually preparing her for this.
私は大丈夫。頑張れる。あの学校とあの家をくぐってきた。
I'm fine. I can do this. I've been to that school and that house. and I've come prepared with a recorder that will capture the sounds and time of my death. So people will know what happened. Doesn't help me none, but... Okay, the voice seemed like it came from this way, so fuck that door. Looks like a bathroom door. Yeah, open this shit. Except from what I understand, bathrooms aren't safe from demons in Japan either. It's a Japanese-style toilet. What movie is this? No One Lives. Okay. I've not heard of this one, actually. Interesting. The premise is interesting, too. So yeah, if you guys are interested in trying something like that, by all means, let me know. I think it'd be kind of fun. Yeah, that might make for a fun mega stream, you know, just play a couple horror movies, get some snacks and drinks, take a break in between each movie for a mega stream, and just bitch about dumb decisions in horror movies, or just straight up mock them. I'll have to look into to see if there's any like requirements to do that viewing party thing, like maybe Twitch just like, you know, like I would imagine you'd have to be real careful, like you'd have to keep the ratings or something, like you'd have to pay attention because Twitch ain't really cool with the nudity, and if you got a movie accidentally from Amazon Prime without being aware of it that had like, you know, nudity, you might have some ban time coming at you. So they might have like a list of movies that are appropriate for it. I don't know. I'll have to check it out. But yeah, sounds like fun. Might be something to do. I mean, we only really have one more Sunday in October, so we might do that next week after I do some research into it. Is there? Is there going to be nudity in that one? I see. Yeah, like they might have a rule saying it can't be too much gore, or it can't be nudity, or it can't be. I'll have to, like, I kind of skimmed the article and saw that it was like, it's appropriate if it comes from, the main gist is that they're okay with it if it comes from Amazon Prime Video, which makes sense considering Twitch and Amazon, you know, same company at this point. Well, not really, but Amazon owns the ass, so yeah. Anyway, back to the game. I'm sorry, what? Bad taste? That is an interesting one. Holy shit, it is Peter Jackson. That is a series of words I never would have put together, Dog is Happy. None of those words should go together in a sentence. It's a Japanese-style toilet. Fortunately, despite the condition of the apartment building in general, it seems to be a modern and fully functioning non-septic model without any foul smell. I wonder if the water is still on. Oh Lord, please don't use the bathroom in this decrepit haunted ass house. He did a bunch of those, didn't he, Kieran? Peter Jackson made a bunch of those little low budget kind of horror movies. Like, what was his really popular one? Was it like kind of became a cult classic? I believe it came out in like the early 90s. I can't remember the name of it right now. I think it may have been a zombie movie. I've heard about it. I've just never watched it. But every time I hear Peter Jackson and his older, low budget horror movies, this one always gets brought up.
気な音で水が流れ出しても怖いな。
Even if it is, the roar of flushing water would be really disconcerting right now. You ain't gotta flush the toilet, just saying. This place is a shithole anyway.
なんでこんなにおしっこしたいんだろう。体調のせい。
Why do I have to pee at a time like this? What the hell is wrong with me? You got an infection? You know what? Screw it. I feel like this lady's gonna make dumb decisions anyway. Let's just encourage the dumb decisions.
ダメ。このままじゃ漏れちゃう。
I can't. I really have to go. If I don't, I'm afraid I'll wet myself. That's all fine, but please stop moaning about it. Good God. This is an uncomfortable sequence. Sneaking into a deceased woman's abandoned apartment and using her bathroom. It was kind of absurd, but I almost felt like I was infiltrating the deepest chambers of an enemy base. What's with the sound
して
effects?
出ないや。
I'm so nervous, it just won't come out. That is creepy as fuck. The hell, game? With what sounded like my own relieved voice echoing back at me from the walls, I thought I'd finally done my business, but my bladder still felt completely full.
私まだしてないのに。
I haven't gotten anything out at all. What is this, blood? It's not dripping from the ceiling or anything. As if accompanying the loud bubbling sound, the dull squish of a blade cutting into flesh was faintly audible. It immediately brought to mind someone slitting her wrists. Does it? That wasn't the first thing that came to my damn mind. No, I can't. I know, right, Star Whore? All right, to the creepy ass voice.
山村さんの話だと、篠崎真希菜はすでに亡くなっているってことだけど。
Well, what I was expecting, guys, was what I was expecting is, isn't there like a traditional like Japanese demon thing that like when you're in the toilet, it lives in the toilet? And then it asks you if like, I thought it had something like it asks you like it asks you some questions, and if you answer wrong, it like you disappear. It just kills you. I don't know. I don't know the details. Most of my knowledge of Japanese demons and ghosts and stuff come from horror, from like games like, not like this, but some horror anime, which isn't a very good source. And to me, what is one of the greatest things to watch in terms of horror anime is Ghost Story. At which point that demon does make an appearance. Kinda. Hanoka-san is the name of the demon, is it? Oh, okay. Yeah, we can try that. I have to get through this first. The way Yamamura was talking, Makina Shinozaki is dead. I was gonna say, she didn't actually say she was dead. Just gone. Okay. Yeah, let's load the save.
生活用品
Oh, come on.
当時のままみたい。
Her appliances still seem to be completely intact. What, when you die, they come around with a bat and break your appliances? What does the appliances have to do with her being dead?
篠崎真希菜が亡くなった後、誰もここに入らなかったのかしら。
Has anyone even been in here since her passing? Well, didn't you hear the lady say welcome home?
やっぱり怖いよ。
Damn it, this is scary. Okay, let's try to load that. Because I am curious as well. See what would have happened if we said no. go.
水はなんでこん
Hold that shit in.
ここでするのはやっぱり我慢しよう。電気も来てないんだもの。水だってきっと止められてるよ。
Besides, if there's no electricity, then chances are there's no water either. That was pretty straightforward. Okay. I'm gonna reload it though. And we're gonna go back to what we did before because I want to see if there's a different like ending or whatever based on, you know, her seeing a bunch of fucked up shit.
水は
That's what I was thinking too, a sanity mechanic.
おな
Alright, let's go. Please stop with the creepy noises. Alright. There we go. Can we go back in there? I should hold it for a bit longer. Aw, come on. Also, 1 second. I have to let my dogs out of the office. 1 moment. All right, I am back. Also, I do wonder if I could get away with doing that on Twitch. Playing a bunch of like the Ghost Story anime, because the whole damn thing's up on YouTube. And I know a lot of people just watch YouTube videos on Twitch. Like there's that weird genre on Twitch of people who basically watch YouTube videos and react to them. I don't know how much reacting I would do though to like Ghost Story other than just laughing my ass off.
山村さんの話だと篠崎真希菜はすでに亡くなっている。
But for those of you who may not be aware of Ghost Story, it has some of the funniest dubs I've ever heard. Yeah, I know it's kind of a gray area. I don't know how it works either. Yeah, I don't know how it works either, but because I know that it's a kind of a source of conflict between certain Twitch streamers who that's all they do is watch YouTube videos and react to them. And then YouTubers who are like, hey, you're basically just watching my shit and laughing or talking about it. It's like, yeah. Yeah, it's a big thing. I don't know. The way Yamamura was, yeah, we already went through all this. There we go.
生活用篠崎
Yeah, that appliance thing actually throws me off. It's like, does somebody destroy this shit? Like, yeah. On the tiny kitchen table sat numerous prescription bags and instructions. The name written on every bag was Makina Shinozaki.
やはり篠崎真希
Guess that clinches it.
間違いないよね。
Definitely her apartment. Uh-huh. In the corner formed by the wall, the refrigerator and the sink, there's an extremely disturbing amount of mold growing. Just breathing the air feels hazardous to one's health. There aren't really any signs of food anywhere, however. Baby Machina didn't eat much. Yeah, we already read that. There was a photo hanging from the freezer door. Oh. Isn't that a pleasant picture? Though blurry and hard to make out, it seemed to be of a forest thick with mist, along with one additional detail that made it much worse.
私は大丈夫。
I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
やっぱり帰りたい。怖いよ。
I want to go home. I'm scared. You had every opportunity, girl.
手がかり。手がかりって言ったって。
Clues. I'm looking for clues. But where? How?
見当もつかないけど。マキナさんの遺品をできるだけ持ち帰ってみよう。
I don't even know what I'm looking for, do I? I'll just try to take some of Machina's things back with me, I guess. As many as I can carry. Oh, okay, so we went from being scared to, hey, let's rob this dead lady's house. Let's steal this dead lady's shit, okay. Items lying about can be obtained by examining them. There may be hidden compartments or spaces in shelves and such as well, so be sure to examine everything very carefully. I should check the shelves over there first. There's something on the table. Batteries! I mean, I don't know if it's technically stealing, but I'm pretty sure the police don't look too kindly on it. The drawers seem to contain only insurance documents as well as an official name stamp. Just recycling.
でいけないや。
These are. I can't take
遺
these.
族の人はいないのかな。
I wonder if there are any dependents listed, though.
写真。
Or if there's anything else in here. Let's see. Ah, photographs. The top photo on the excuse me, stack depicted a young woman with hairstyle decidedly not of the modern era.
この人がマキナさん。
Is this Machina? The next photograph showed a different woman smiling widely. Her clothes were actually quite beautiful, and her eyes looked almost lifelike on the paper, like they could suck you in. I flipped through each of the remaining pictures, seeing mostly just more of the same, until Machina, Rocky, and Yoshie in Yokohama.
篠崎よしえ。幸子のお母さんだわ。だとすると。
So that means this girl is... What's this? It was a small white box made out of paper. So small, in fact, that it fit in the palm of my hand with room to spare. It was light as a feather, too. Sure. Open the box. Hey! Someone didn't like birds.
なんでここにも入ってるの？拾って。
Why is there another one in here? Sorry. I have to pick it up, but I really don't want to. Why you got to pick it up? Leave it there.
触れない。
I don't know why you feel like you need to. She's already come to the conclusion that this place is haunted. Potentially. That nobody's lived here in a long time. She's assuming the person who lived here is dead. Yet she's worried about cleaning up after herself. Worried about pissing in the toilet and not being able to flush. And whether or not she should take her shoes off. This girl's got some... Her priorities are fucked is what's going on.
ごめんね。ごめんね。
I'm sorry. To who? The ghosts? I closed my eyes and put my hands together, saying a little prayer for the poor animal. I then left the box where it lay and got back to my feet. Oh, a mirror. These are always good things in horror games, aren't they? I could see myself in the mirror. I looked worried. I half expected it to not leave the frame when I turned around and walked away. In the middle of the room, a twin-sized futon was neatly laid out. The top cover was convex, just as it would if someone were sleeping beneath it. In fact, that's exactly what it looked like, almost unmistakably. Okay, I want you to grab like a stick, heavy object, and just beat the shit out of the lump. And right on top of it sat a perfect cube of a box, about 10 centimeters across, on all sides in bright red like a Shinto torii gate. Also, just for entertainment purposes, not actual legal advice, let's put that disclaimer out again. If you walk into a haunted place where someone's dead, or you walk into your house and you live alone, and it looks like something's sleeping under the covers in your house, you beat the shit out of that. You don't just be like, oh, I wonder who that could be or what that could be. Let me pull the covers back and check. Nah, fuck that. You don't take those chances. Which would have been a lot more interesting if I weren't still scared out of my mind by the thought that there might have been someone under that cover this whole time. Like in this situation, worst case scenario, she's beating the shit out of a dead body. Whatever. Best case scenario, it's something that would have come after her, that she then incapacitated. We need an advice command. We really do. Just flashes on the screen. For entertainment purposes only. Oh, and you're going to turn the flashlight off. Just going to walk across this. Kick it a few times. Yes, I have to take this back with me. I'm not sure why you think that, but okay. What are you doing? It won't open. You best turn that flashlight on. Hi. That's messed up. Funny, but messed up, dog is happy. This particular ghost is strung out on something. It is topical. It was a silhouette of a human being, all black save for two perfectly round cutouts positioned halfway up the head, glinting with an unearthly light. And I gotta say, that whole case, dog is happy, and the aftermath, the shit that happened just a few days after, is just a massive clusterfuck that does not look good for any of the... does not look good for the police department or law enforcement in that city. Kunai, yeah. You just gonna stand there? Oh, I knew there was gonna be something in that mirror. As if in response to my worst fears, I'd suddenly caught sight of a small girl in a black dress right in front of me. Hesitantly taking a closer look, it was actually me reflected in the mirror. Oh, I don't know the whole story either, dog is happy, but that second event... yeah. That was a bit of an odd one. And I know a lot of people are making a lot of conspiracy theories out about the second one. I can see why, but I don't know enough about it. But not just me, there was a black shadow behind me, and it was coming closer. I panicked and whirled around, and my light immediately went out. This is what you get when you go alone. I was completely shrouded in darkness, as if whatever I'd seen had fully enveloped me. Lady, we got batteries. Did you just run into the wall? Smush. I'd stepped on something soft and squishy. The bird. Unconsciously, I paused for a split second, wondering what it may have been, but my de facto conclusion was, I don't care. I need to get the hell out of here. You shouldn't have come in here in the first damn place, girl. Oh, we locked in now. Why is it locked? I don't remember locking it. No, please, not now. Open. Open. Feeling around along the glass door's surface. Glass door? Just kick this shit. I finally found what seemed to be a handle. I tried in vain to turn it, only to realize that I couldn't because... What? Why won't my right hand open? Because there are ghost hands holding you? I know it wouldn't work, but like, jam your elbow back. Do something. Fight. I didn't have to ask, though. I could feel it and see it. Then why the fuck did you ask? My right hand was being clasped shut by the tiny, ghostly hands of a white-hued child. I shook my arm violently and the white apparition faded from sight. But my closed right hand still wouldn't open. Why? Why can't I open it? I had to get out of here. That was paramount. Clenched fist or no, I needed to leave before something worse happened. Panicked, I flung open the glass door. Oh, we definitely burning this bitch down. That is not the door I went through. You are terrible at this, Ayumi. Why? This should be the way out. I don't know if I can trust your sense of direction. You ran into a bloody wall a second ago. I fell back, completely sick to my stomach. My heart was pounding so hard and so fast, I was convinced I was going to have a heart attack and die. At the very least, I knew I was going to lose consciousness. I don't need to be hearing that right up in my ear, Ghost. Am I spewing blood? Oh, okay. As it confirmed just how done for I was, my nose began bleeding profusely. I had no doubt at all anymore. This was the end. These ghost hunters are dumb as fuck. No silver, no cross, no bag of salt, no holy water, no guns, no fire bombs, no high explosives. So what you're saying is we need the Winchesters. Just without the, you know, somewhat over the top codependency issues they have. Snap out of it. How the hell did you guys find me? Class rep. Kishinuma moved my worn, limp body onto the tatami flooring and carefully sat me up. I regained consciousness right away. And I was immediately met with the worried gazes of Kishinuma, Mochida, and Nakashima. Thank goodness you're safe. Nakashima wiped tears from her eyes. Winchesters with lanyards that attach their guns to holsters. Damn straight, right? I love that they poked fun at that in the series, by the way. How often they lose their weapons. When they went to like the real world, real world in their world, supernatural convention. The Supernatural TV show dog is happy. Yeah, if you've never watched it, I highly recommend it. Its final season is airing on TV right now, or is going to start in a couple days. Show's been going for like 15 damn years. First 5 seasons are actually really good. And because they originally intended the series to only be 5 seasons, the writers. So they had written a story that started and ended in 5 seasons. And then they were like, hey. And then they were like, hey, we'll give you more money if you keep going. And then they tried it. Some of the seasons were better, were good. After that, some were worse. I only watched till about season 10. And like some of those were like, even the good seasons after season 5 were kind of like, they were good, just not as good. And then there was one season in particular that I thought was just absolute bad, like just horrible. And it was, to me, the season just for Star Horror, and I won't do any spoilers in case someone wants to watch it. But for me, it was whatever season number had Leviathan or Leviathans. So, yeah. But yeah, I think season 14, 15, whichever one's right now, is actually the final one. And it's actually a really good, like, I liked the fact it's one of my favorite things is I mean, it's not really horror because it was designed for like normal TV. But I like horror mixed with comedy. Always have. So, yeah. They're really good at that. And then doing crossover episodes where there's like a Scooby-Doo episode. and yeah, that convention, you are right. Star Horror, it was the episode with it was the episode for the book series. It was one of those book series conventions, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, I love that they actually poked fun at how often they lost their weapons in that one when some of the people who were cosplaying as them, brought it up. Yeah. That was cool. Yeah, I was actually shocked by it. That it's made it this long, and honestly, as soon as it's done, this current season's done. Like right now, I don't know about every location, but right now, all the seasons up to just before the final season are available on Netflix. So as soon as that last season shows up on Netflix, I'm probably going to restart the series because I don't remember everything that happened. And yes, I did hear that about the Crowley thing, Star Horror, and that did disappoint me quite a bit. But I'll have to fight my way through it. And I've always thought a game following them would be like a game following that setup would be good. And I know there is a ghost demon monster hunting modern day game now that I think takes place in Australia. I didn't like it. There's a lot wrong with it. However, can you imagine a modern day game where you have to research the shit you're gonna kill, like the shit that you're hunting, to figure out exactly what it is, and get the actual, try to make the exact potion, salt, whatever combination you need to kill this particular supernatural creature, kind of like when you do your research in The Witcher 3. So yeah, I kind of want it to be more like The Witcher, yeah, rather than that one that you can tell they were kind of playing off the idea of Supernatural. But I would love like The Witcher mechanics for that set in a modern world. And I would like them to just be like, we're not going to confirm if you're right. Like, I want them to let you go and start your hunt. You know, maybe an open world thing. I don't know. Maybe not. But I want them to let you fuck up. Be like, okay, I think based on the clues I have that I'm hunting a ghost. And in the Supernatural universe, to deal with a ghost, you can use salt to drive them off. And the only way to get rid, well, I don't know if it's the only way, but the main way to get rid of them is to find their bones. And I think salt the bones and burn them, or maybe it's just burn them. I don't know. I don't remember. It's been a long time. But yeah, I want them to like let you do your research based on interviews with people who have been affected, based on what you observe when you go investigate. But let you potentially fuck up. Because in the early parts of the series, they were relying on a family friend or notes kept by their father about how to deal with supernatural creatures. So a game where it's like, okay, I think based on the clues I have, and, you know, make it so the game's not super obvious about it. Based on the clues I have, I think I'm fighting this. So the notebook says I'm fighting this. I need this, this, and this. And then go. And then potentially fuck it up. Be like, hey, I'm here to fight. I'm here, like, all my hints. This is an extreme one, but yeah, be like, I'm here to hunt a ghost. I got the salt. I got the fire to deal with it. Oh shit, it's a werewolf. I'm fucked. So you either have to run away or you die. You know, maybe even put some stuff that you can try to fix it, like mid-mission or something. But yeah, basically, yeah, what you just said, Dog's Happy. That'd be amazing. I'd love that. So yeah. So I think right now is actually a good time to end the stream. We've been going between this and the previous one. Let's see this. Hold on a second. I'm not going to end it quite yet. Burn the bones of what we think is a ghost, but it's actually a wraith, and we make it more pissed. Yeah, stuff like that would make for an amazing game. This game does not autosave. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna end the stream quite yet. I just looked at my timer and thought, but yeah, we won't end the stream quite yet. But yeah, and I feel like the game should, like, so many games that try this shit, like the investigation angle. And I don't know if that's the case. I think the game's called Hellsign, for those of you wondering about the one I was talking about that was clearly them using the supernatural concept, the show, as a template for the game. I feel like a lot of games that do the investigation thing, especially if you need to investigate a way to defeat an enemy, they don't even let you embark on the mission until they have beat you over the head with what you're fighting. And it's like, oh no, you try to go on the mission and you'll get like a message that goes, oh, you're missing something. You feel like there's more information that you need. And it's like, oh, okay, that's, you know, keep it fully immersive. Be like, no. You feel like you're ready. Bitch, let's find out if you're ready. Go. Nakashima wiped tears from her eyes. You guys, I was so relieved, so very relieved to see my friends. I started crying as well.
篠崎、なんでお前一人でこんなことしてんだよ。
Shinozaki, what the hell did you think you were doing coming here by yourself? Yeah, she's pulling some of that Scooby-Doo bullshit. Let's split up and I'm gonna go off by myself. I am a dumbass. I had to. I just had to.
何？
Why?
岸沼
Why are you guys glaring at me?
サトシ
Or at Kishinuma or whatever. Satoshi.
よしきに任せよ
Let's leave this to Yoshiki.
私が始まりだから
I was the cause of this.
始まりって何のだよ。
The cause of what?
全部私が悪いの。私のせいでみんないなくなって。
Everything. Everything's my fault. All our friends are gone because of me, even Sis. Even she's gone. Burn the witch! I was sobbing like a baby. My face must have been a mess, and my voice came out hoarse and in short bursts.
悪いって何が。
How is this your fault?
私が幸せの幸子さんなんておまじない持ってきたせいだよ。全部私が悪いんだから。
Because it was my idea to do Sachiko Ever After. I'm the one who brought it to school and had everyone stay to participate. That was the start of it all. It was my fault.
まさかお前一人で全部の責任を背負い込んでんじゃないだろうな。
How can you possibly take sole responsibility for that? Ah, got you, dog is happy. Cool. So Sachiko Ever After is the RPG Maker game and the first anime. Okay.
なあ。
Hey, we're a
俺たちは
team,
仲間だろ。
Shinozaki.
篠崎。
You know that, right? I sheepishly nodded my head, then looked down. I didn't want to meet his gaze.
じゃあよ。
Well, if you know that,
頼れよ。
then don't forget it. Stop taking everything on yourself.
いいか。今ここではっきりさせといてやる。あんなもの絶対に。
Let me put it to you real simple. Don't you ever think for a second, not even 1 second, that you're not a dumbass.
せいなんかじゃねえんだよ。
That this is all your fault.
死ぬまく
Kishinuma.
お前は悪くない。だからそんな風に自分を責めんなよ。
You're not to blame, okay? So stop blaming yourself, damn it.
死ぬまく。
少なくともここにいるみんなそう思ってる。だろう。
Everybody else here feels the same way too, right? I'd love it if that dude in the background raised hand. I don't. I say we burn her. Fuck this lady.
ああ、ヨシキの言う通りだ。
Yeah, Yoshiki's right.
そうだよ委員長。もう一人で抱え込まないで。
He's exactly right. You shouldn't always try to take everything on by yourself. Might I make a suggestion in this world, though? Find you an exorcist. Couldn't hurt to have one walking around with you.
私みんなをもう巻き込みたくないから。自分でなんとかしなきゃって。でも怖くて。
I didn't want you guys to get dragged into this. I tried to do it myself so you wouldn't have to. But I was scared. See, here's the thing. They should go look for help, because if anime has taught me anything, it's that there is somewhere around here a teenager with a sword or a older gentleman in black who can solve this problem right, for you just by straight up murdering the evil. Sometimes he's a demon. Sometimes he's half vampire. Sometimes he's whole vampire. Doesn't matter. Maybe it's that fucking demon looking dude we met at the beginning. I don't know. Go find that person.
私やっぱり
I just couldn't.
何もできなかった。
I couldn't do anything. Exactly. Yeah, maybe let's go find the dude in the helicopter. Or hell, that teacher, because apparently she can call in that dude on the helicopter just on a whim to deliver lunch to a random ass student. Clearly, she's got some influence and some shit she can do.
ったくバカだな。
God, you are so dense. I agree, man. I agree.
お前はよく頑張ったよ。
That's what I'm trying to tell you
いいか
here.
らもっと俺たちを頼れ。
You did good. Just don't do it again. Not without us. Nice. Nice. I also agree with them. The one on the right.
バカって
I'm dense. That's mean. You're the idiot who came into this building and was so worried about potentially trespassing in an abandoned dead woman's apartment that you took your damn shoes off. You not just dense, you dumb as fuck, lady.
いや、だからよ。
No, that's not exactly what I meant. No. You own this, dude. She needs to hear this.
ありがとう
I didn't entirely believe them. It was a fact that this whole mess started when I led everyone in the Sachiko Ever After ritual, but I appreciated their words nonetheless. Also, on a side note, if we are going to do these longer streams, like I mentioned, we talked about the movie stream for like the Halloween thing. We're playing this. Anybody in here have any interest in Chernobylite? Because I do have a copy of that. I just wasn't sure if I was going to play it on my own, try to stream it, maybe, you know, I don't think I'll put it up on YouTube, but yeah. Anyway, just thought I'd throw that out there.
こうなってしまった以上、残された俺たちはみんなでこの現実を受け止めていくしかないんだ。
We're the ones who made it out. We have no choice but to come to terms with what happened. It's a part of us now.
受け入れるんじゃなく。な。
We don't have to accept it, though.
少しでも良くしていくためにできることをする。
Yeah, we can still fight this. We can try to set things right, even if only by the slimmest of margins. I'm not sure. Let me check. I don't think it is. No, it's still early access. Yeah. Yeah, just released 4 days ago into early access. Yeah, from what little I've actually played so far, it's playable. I actually, yeah, seems to control just fine. Only problem I've noticed is I haven't recorded any of it yet, but I watched some other people on. The only reason I'm hesitating a bit on Chernobylite, unless people like really want to see it, is there are a couple recordings up on YouTube from, I believe, the two I watched a little bit of were Splattercat and IGP. And there's a lot of, in the recordings, there's a lot of visual artifacts due to all the trees and shit that, yeah, that is a bit distracting once you get into the outdoor environments. Like, it kind of, yeah, not great. So I don't know if that's something like there's a setting they need to mess with. I don't know. I am actually not familiar with that game at all, Stahor. Disco Elysium, huh? I think it's fair to say that we all feel the same way you do, class rep. You claim you couldn't do anything, however, but I'm not quite convinced that's true. Uh-oh. I didn't recognize the voice at all and was a little perturbed that no one else seemed startled by it. It belonged to a girl I'd never seen before, wearing an unusual outfit. Leave. I don't trust you either. You must be Ayumi Shinozaki. I'm glad to see no harm has befallen you. Who are you? My question.
篠崎、お前がヤバいところに向かってるって、この場所を俺たちに教えてくれたのは この人なんだ。
Shinozaki, this is the person who tipped us off about where you were heading and led us here. I still don't trust her.
丹羽愛子さんだ。
Her name's Aiko Niwa.
ごめんなさいね。いろいろと調べさせてもらったわ。私は情報や霊能関係に詳しいの。
I'm sorry to be so presumptuous. I took the liberty of looking into you. I'm what you might call an intelligence agent, I suppose, regarding matters of the supernatural.
篠崎ひのえさんの妹さんなら、そうね。さえのきなほちゃんの友達といえばわかるかしら。
As the little sister of Hino, I suppose the quickest way to explain would be to say that I'm a friend of Naho Seinoki's. I don't know who the hell that is.
なほさんの？お姉ちゃんのことも知ってるの？
A friend of Naho's? And you know Sis too?
え？あなたのお姉さん、ひのえさんはこちらの世界では有名人だったわ。
Yeah, I do have to apologize for that one, Star. I do want to play more of that. And I just... timing, every time I talk about playing that, timing gets screwed. So yeah, I do apologize that I haven't gotten back to that one, but that one I do want to get back to. Yes, your sister, Hino, made quite a name for herself in this plane.
あゆみちゃん。
A weird way to phrase it.
その右手開かないの？
Ayumi, your right hand, are you not able to open it? My right hand had been clasped shut this whole time. I'd almost forgotten about it. I tried to open it again, but still couldn't. No, I can't. Ah, is she? Okay.
見せてみろ。
Let me see. Kishinuma grabbed my hand and tried to pry my fingers open. Maybe let's not break her hand. Ow, that hurts. No shit.
無理に開ける必要はないわ。
There's no point in forcing it. It should open naturally
自然に開く。
when the time is
その時
right.
を待ちなさい。
You just need to be patient.
あら？
This sounds inconvenient as fuck.
これは？
Oh, and what's this now? She attempted to open the box for just a moment, but her efforts proved to be in vain, just as mine were.
気になる箱ね。
This is rather intriguing. Like your hand, it simply refuses to show us what it contains. How fascinating. Aiko was mesmerized by the unopening box. She seemed desperate to understand what force kept it sealed, almost giddy at the unspoken prospects of what it could mean. I did. And I actually didn't run into very many problems with it when it first came out. But yeah, the patches have helped it quite a bit. Yeah, I was quite a fan of Imperator Rome. Such spiritual energy.
これはすごいわ。今晩預かっていいかしら。うちに戻れば開けられるかもしれない。
I don't like your tone. This is wonderful. May I hold on to this, if only for tonight? Her tone makes me wonder what she's planning on doing with it tonight. I believe I might be able to open it once I've returned home. Uh-huh. Sure, that's what you're thinking. All right, stranger. Take my only clue. I had the feeling that this was less a request than it was a statement. She never would have taken no for an answer.
まあ、今日はもう遅いから。
So she's robbing us.
詳しい話は明日させてもらうわね。放課後会いに行くわ。
Well, it's getting late tonight. Let's talk more tomorrow, shall we? I'll come meet you after school. That is an interesting costume choice, yeah. You can't decide if you're a Western or Eastern noble. That night, after I returned home, I stood in front of my mirror and just kept trying to open my right hand. Why do you need the mirror? I put every bit of strength and energy I had into it. Oh god, based on what I was implying, Oh lord, is not... Oh god, Naho that bad, huh? Okay. My fingers, it opened. I'm sorry, teeth? What I found inside my heretofore closed hand were teeth. Human teeth from the looks of it. Sorry, we have to say this properly. Teeth. Can't help it. If we're talking teeth, it has to be orcish and it has to be teeth. Very small baby teeth. Can't be worth much. 2 of them. The roots of each tooth were embedded deep within my palm, and I was bleeding quite a bit as a result. Why?
私の手の中に子供の歯が
Why are there baby teeth in my hand? That is a very good question. Chapter 0 is complete. EVP entries for Hino Shinozaki have been unlocked. Ooh. New Encyclopedia Obscura entries have been unlocked. WI, Kisaragi Academy, Yoshiki Kishinuma, Grimoire, Sachiko Ever After, Yui Shishido. What's that? Yes, I love that comic. That is the appropriate response. Although you gotta imagine, unless they did something about your tongue, you're gonna be stabbing your tongue in your cheek constantly with them type of teeths. Good God. Yes, save the system data. So is that bonus? Gallery of Spirits. Ah. Okay. Build your own conversations using character voice files from throughout the game. What?
Ayumi-chan. あゆみちゃん生きるのよ。お姉ちゃんはいつもあなたの心の中にいますよ。
Oh, that's creepy as fuck. Cool feature, though. I like to think I'm going orcish, okay? Like, okay. Wait up. Wait. Turn to title. Yes. No. Oh, okay. So we did finish chapter 1. Okay, cool. All right. So I do think this one is a better place to end. And I think one thing we might do is, like I said, I'm going to look into this whole horror movie concept and the viewing party here on Twitch for, I think for now, let's plan on the next stream being next Sunday. And I'm going to try for a, like we talked about, a mega stream, just that once a week type thing. Let's give it a try next week and decide from there. So next Sunday, we'll do a mega stream. I'll see whether it's a movie, like the viewing party. And if for whatever reason that won't work, or they won't let us do the movies we're interested in, then I might just, we'll do a couple hours of this to try to complete chapter 1, or at least get into chapter 1. And even though I feel like I'm tempting fate at this point, and a couple hours of Control. Although, like I said, I feel like I'm seriously tempting fate saying that. Because every damn time. So yeah. For now, I will do that research and we'll see how that goes next Sunday. Now, one thing, does the well, it's my time now. I've been starting my streams typically at, like, before this break I took, 10 a.m. Does that work for you guys? Or would you guys, if we're doing a mega stream, would you like me to start earlier, or would you like me to start later than my traditional time? Just, yeah. I feel like with a mega stream, we might want to start a little bit earlier. So, like, for the record, I'm in, my time zone is Mountain Standard Time. So if we're going to do a longer, like, mega stream type thing, might be a good idea to start at like 8 a.m. Okay. Okay, so yeah, so I would just say then, if you guys want to, I'll look into it. If you guys want to just keep an eye on, I don't know if you guys don't have to follow me on Twitter or nothing. I'll try to update the schedule on my Twitch page to be if I start earlier. Like right now, tentatively, I'm thinking either 8 a.m. or 10 a.m. my time. So, okay. So yeah, I'll just update that on the schedule once I make the final decision, which I'll probably make that final decision here in the next, I don't know, probably the next day or so, just so you guys will have, for those of you who can make it or want to make it and don't have other plans for Sunday already, you guys have a heads up rather than it just being like, hey, I'm streaming out of nowhere. So, all right. Thanks for dropping by, guys. And yeah, I'll see you guys next Sunday. Hope you guys have a good day. And also, by the way, thanks for all the feedback. It's really helpful.